I'm about to share 4 nutrients with you that you absolutely need if you want to ditch PMS and crazy period symptoms once and for all. And now, as somebody who struggled with horrible periods, like I'm talking crazy mood swings, rage blackouts, anxiety, cramping, and bloating, these 4 nutrients saved my life. And I've supported thousands of other women in incorporating these nutrients into their diets, and they've all seen amazing results. If you're new to my channel, my name's Tasha Stevens. I'm an integrative clinical nutritionist and hormone expert. And like I've said, I've coached thousands of women in finally ditching symptoms and getting results through cycle-synced nutrition and fitness. First of all, let me start off by saying that while PMS is common, it's absolutely not normal. It is not normal for you to feel like crap. It's not normal for you to feel that half of your month is just derailed because of your symptoms. And it's not normal for you to feel that your only option is either ibuprofen or hormonal birth control. Now, the reason PMS is so common is because first, it's been normalized in our society. But second, PMS and PMS symptoms happen as a result of hormonal disruption. And hormones are chemical messengers that help to regulate our metabolic health, our health in general, you name it. But when hormones become disrupted when systems are disrupted, and systems become disrupted when our body is missing key nutrients to fuel biochemical and enzymatic pathways. And so if you're missing these key nutrients, if your body doesn't have what it needs to fuel proper and optimal health, then hormones become disrupted as a byproduct, and symptoms happen because your body's trying to tell you, hey, something's missing, something's out of line, please support me. So the good news is when you're proactive in responding to these symptoms and filling these nutrient gaps, you can kiss those pesky PMS symptoms bye-bye. So that first essential nutrient that you need to incorporate is omega-3 fatty acids. And now it's really common for women to experience really intense cramping and pain, especially if you live with endometriosis or uterine fibroids. And this cramping and pain happens as a result of increased inflammation and prostaglandin production to help your uterus contract and shed that excess uterine lining. Omega-3 fatty acid is a natural painkiller because it helps to reduce inflammation in the body as it's anti-inflammatory, and it helps to increase production of prostaglandin E2, which is a natural painkiller that helps to balance out the other 2 prostaglandins that are formulating to contract the uterus. So adding in foods that are high in omega-3 fatty acids is critical, and those can be things like fatty fish, tuna, avocado, olive oil, or even walnuts. The second nutrient you need to incorporate is magnesium, and magnesium is a quadruple threat nutrient because it helps to ease anxiety, it helps to regulate mood, it calms and reduces migraines, it also reduces bloating, and I guess, surprise bonus, it also reduces cramping. It's insane how powerful magnesium is. And now why is it so amazing? And it's because magnesium is an essential nutrient to boost progesterone production. Progesterone is a hormone that your body creates post-ovulation, and it helps to regulate estrogen. It's your calming hormone, it's your progestation hormone, and it helps to ensure that your body is able to successfully conceive. However, magnesium is extremely hard to find in your diet, and any type of chronic stress also impacts progesterone production. So that coupling leads to lower than optimal progesterone production, which spikes your PMS symptoms. Magnesium also helps to repair nerve endings in the brain that have been over-fried due to chronic stress and anxiety. And so if these nerve endings are kind of fried and sensitive, then you're more stress sensitive and more susceptible to feeling anxiety or depression or just feelings of overwhelm. And finally, it helps to reduce bloating and pain associated with PMS by helping to decrease uterine spasms that happen as a result of trying to shed that uterine lining. It increases blood flow, and it also helps to regulate water retention. And so the best ways to incorporate magnesium in your diet are through foods like dark chocolate or leafy greens. However, I did say that it's pretty hard to get in diet alone. So I typically recommend supplementing with magnesium as well. And I've linked my favorite brand in the comments below. Now, that third essential nutrient is vitamin D, and vitamin D helps to regulate calcium as well as antioxidant production in your body. And so when we have low levels of vitamin D, what can happen is it influences both progesterone production, which we talked about is important for regulating and balancing PMS, but it also increases inflammation, and inflammation increases pain and susceptibility to PMS symptoms. Now, while you can get vitamin D from the sun, it's pretty hard to absorb and get enough, especially if you're wearing things like sunscreen. So supplementing with vitamin D rich foods in your diet, as well as vitamin D supplements, is super critical to ensure that you meet your optimal markers. And now foods high in vitamin D are egg yolks, tofu, and nuts and seeds. But again, I also recommend supplementing with vitamin D, especially if you've tested low for vitamin D in any blood work. And again, I've recommended my favorite brand in the comments below. Now, that fourth nutrient is vitamin E. And did you know that vitamin E is actually the #1 nutrient deficiency in America? I know it's insane and it's glossed over a lot. Like, nobody talks about good old vitamin E, but it is so critical to regulating hormones as well as reducing PMS. And vitamin E is essential because it can help to reduce cravings, it can help to boost progesterone production, it can also help to reduce pain associated with cramping. And vitamin E is especially critical right after ovulation leading up to your period to help boost natural progesterone levels and to combat PMS symptoms. And foods high in vitamin E are sunflower seeds, which you can incorporate in regular seed cycling, bell peppers, and then as well as collard greens or even the tops of beets called beet greens. Now, if you want to learn exactly what your hormones are telling you, be sure to take my free hormone assessment, which is going to look at your symptoms and symptom patterns and tell you which hormones and systems that you need to focus on and give you a customized blueprint with interventions that you can implement today to support. And now, of course, if you found this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more.